My dear friends of the world, Paul the Trombonist here, and I want to share with you on how to do embouchure. What is embouchure? I know it's a weird word, but it's just simply can be translated as the formation of your mouth. So you can just think of embouchure as the formation of your mouth. And I want to show you how to do a trombone embouchure in this video. So by the end of this video, you should have a really much better understanding of how to do a trombone embouchure. And it's really important to do because if your embouchure is not good, it could really ruin the entire experience of playing trombone. So it's important that we make sure that our embouchure is solid. And the best part about it, and one of the things I like about embouchure, is that this is something that we can work on 24/7, wherever we're at, even if we don't have an instrument, if we just have a mouthpiece. So this is the first step. The first step is I want you to imagine that when you are learning to play the trombone, there are muscles that need to be developed, just like when someone weightlifts. When somebody is weightlifting, it takes time, and those muscles need to be developed. And it's sometimes hard for us to realize that as a musician, but the same process is going on with these tiny muscles that aren't as visible as weightlifting bodybuilders. But it's the same process that goes on. So what we need to do is we need to exercise those, and we need to build those muscles in order to have a nice, strong foundation in our playing. So you can think about it like this, baby steps. And right here, we want it to get nice and firm so it creates a sense of a wall almost, where no matter what happens, this doesn't change so much, because if it's like a wall and it doesn't change so much, it allows for the air to be consistent. And when you have consistent air, then you have consistent playing. So that's why we need to build the muscles. If these muscles are not built, what's going to end up happening is there's going to be all kinds of cracked notes. There's going to be all kinds of tone issues, and it's not going to be an enjoyable experience, not only for yourself, but for the listener. So what we need to do is we need to you can imagine putting your corners in. One of the exercises that is known, see if I got a little pen or something like that. One of the exercises is take a pencil or a pen, and all you got to do to get an idea of how it goes is you take this little pen, and what you're going to do is you're just going to put it here on your mouth like this. And how that feels is essentially what we're striving for. Now, everyone has a different shape in their mouth. Everyone's mouth is different. So it's not one size fits all. Things change. All of the idols that I look up to, all of them have a different embouchure, shape of their mouth. Everyone's body's different, so it's different for everyone. So one shoe doesn't fit everybody. And you need to realize that, because really at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is, are you effectively communicating musically through your instrument with as much ease as possible without injuring yourself? At the end of the day, that's what we're striving for. So now that you know the pencil trick, back when I was learning trombone and upcoming in this world as a trombone player, I actually stuck a pencil in the shower, and you feel it. It burns. It's just like weightlifting. You can't overdo it, too, because you're going to hurt the muscles. But I would stick that pencil in the shower to get these muscles going. Another thing that's going to allow these muscles to get going, corners in, like this, and there's tons of muscle here. If you were to feel my face right now, all these muscles have been exercised because we don't want them to move if we're buzzing the air. Okay? So what ways can we work on this? Well, ultimately, long tones are going to be your best friend. What is a long tone? A long tone is just playing a note for a long time. That's all it is. So what you want to do is, after you get the idea, put the pencil in there. So step one, put the pencil in there, get the idea. Then what you can do is you can add the mouthpiece here. You're going to put it right here, and you're just going to buzz very similarly. Now, if you look here, if you see that, you see how firm it is. There's like a lot of muscle going on. Now, I know that things move around sometimes when I play. Now, I'm always trying to work on my embouchure, make sure it's as efficient as possible. And sometimes little pockets of air come in there, and not everyone's perfect, right? And it's not going to be perfect. As long as you can communicate effectively with as least effort as possible without injuring yourself, that is what we're doing. So I want you to understand that. Once that's cool and everything's looking good, so you got the pencil, you add the mouthpiece, and then you're going to add the trombone. One other element that you would like to do is, and this is what I did when I was learning the trombone, is practice in front of a mirror. Just check yourself. Now, sometimes when we do that, we do adjust and make corrections on the fly, but that's not really what happens in the real world. So in addition to practicing in front of a mirror sometimes, what you may want to do is record yourself playing where you can't see yourself while it's recording, and then watch the recording back, because that's a more accurate representation of what is going on. Does that make sense? So look, got this, corners in, nice and firm, everything's looking good, everything's looking nice, and then you just buzz. 4 counts. I like to do 4 beats of sound, 4 beats of rest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. 2, 3, 4. Okay? This is going to get it. This is very patient driven. You got to be freaking patient for this. But it's worth it. Because when you set the foundation on this, watch what happens to your tone. Watch what happens to your playing ability. And the more comfortable and more enjoyable that becomes, the more enjoyable playing is, and the more enjoyable people have enjoyment listening to you play. So once that's good, you just got to add it to the trombone. So you take your little trombone, watch my formation of my mouth. Corners in. See? Now, when I start to move around and play different notes, we want to maintain that same kind of vibe. And just do it every day. And I'm telling you, if as long as you're patient, when you come back to this later in your life, you'll be very grateful that you put the time into it, because your sound will get better. People enjoy hearing you. And there's nothing more rewarding than that, is sharing our love of music with the world. And speaking of sharing our love of music with the world, if you're new to my world, my name's Paul the Trombonist. I appreciate you for stopping by. We're over 50,000 subscribers at this time of this video. I'm so grateful. I can't believe it. You guys are amazing. If you haven't subscribed yet, want to join me on my world of sharing knowledge and just my journey in life, just hit subscribe, notify. And I love to read the comments. I read every single comment. And just go ahead and feel free to leave a little comment. Oh, I almost forgot. I put together a free masterclass on the 3 elements of trombone playing that I believe are the most important to really improve your ability. There's a link down below in the description. It's a totally free class. Let me know where to send it to. And this is what I've discovered after interviewing hundreds of the world's greatest trombone players. And I realized that all of them are doing these 3 things. So you're definitely going to want to check that out. It's in the description. Okay? I'm excited to connect with you all. So, Paul the Trombonist, thanks for tuning in, and you take care. Bye-bye.